It's interesting, people have no questions.
I think people do have questions.
How
but
can someone not have a question?
people do have questions.
Yes.
I think people fear being criticized or looking like idiots.
I think that when I ask, they will finally know that I was stupid.
Yes.
All along I've been quiet, they thought I knew.
Exactly.
And finally I ask, then I let the cat out of the bag.
But are there stupid questions?
I don't think so.
Can you really ask a stupid question? Are there things?
What would qualify for a stupid question? Would it be whether the sun is very hot? Or whether Kofi Olomide is the wife of Kofi Annan?
Yeah.
That's my question.
I think stupid questions apply if you're asking yourself. If you were to ask yourself, you could ask yourself a stupid question.
But once it goes out, it is seeking an answer.
Yes, if it's coming from you to me, then I don't think you can say it's stupid. But if it's within you, you ask yourself something.
Deep down inside. No, the Chinese have a proverb. They say that the one who doesn't ask remains a fool forever. The one who asks is a fool, but until they ask the question.
Exactly.
Then the world is open for them. Yeah. And I totally agree with that.
I think so.
I mean, we were never encouraged to ask questions in primary school. I mean, if you ask a question, you are going to be looked as if you're very weird. If you raise your hand, you are being looked at maybe as if you're wasting time. If you chase the teacher outside, you are looked at as if you're very, both weird and stupid, And asking a question was not the best behaviors.
But I think it still comes down to people. It's excuses because we've been to classes with people who don't ask questions and we ask questions. Some people ask questions.
Oh yeah?
I used to sit in front of the lecturer. If I didn't know something, I asked the lecturer. If the lecturer asked me a question I didn't know, I told him upfront, I don't know.
Oh, you're very courageous.
And there was no problem.
You're very courageous. I never got opportunity to say I didn't know. I will squirm around and give as if I was not the one being asked the question. But I agree with you. I think that asking questions is key. It's very important. I mean, I usually tell myself in school that I'm not going to sleep if I know I don't know. I mean, I'm going to ask my friends, classmates, I'm going to go to the senior class until I know. I can't sleep. Even today, right now. If you said something now and I didn't know it, I don't go to sleep. Yeah. I'll call, I'll Google, thank God for Google. I'll call, I'll make sure that I know that. I think the worst thing that anyone can do is to go to sleep and they know they don't know.
I think people need to see how fast it can get or how okay it is to ask what they term as stupid questions. We can do it in between you and you could throw a question to me and I throw a question to you.
Actually, right away. I mean, how come some people are poor and some are rich?
I think being poor and being rich is all down to you, the individual, the mentality, and the society you live in, the people who are around you, because you find you have so many poor people and we put them. Poor people hang out together. I'm not going to say we put them together, they hang out together.
It just happens.
They choose to.
Are they attracted to each other, poor people?
I think it's a decision they make.
Subconsciously?
Yeah, because if you look at someone who's achieved or who's wealthy, there's certain things that they are doing that are not, ordinary. They may seem risky, they may seem aggressive.
The front list of a rich person has very many rich people.
Yes.
And the front list of a broke person. I mean, the next question is, how is your phone list?
Oh man! Man, I went through and I deleted so many people.
I think you're right. It seems that we attract people who are like us, around us. I mean, it's good to ask general questions. Let me ask another question. Do you think, I mean, you know me, right?
I know you.
We know each other. You know, she's one of my women.
Yes.
We know each other.
Yes.
I know. We know each other.
Yeah.
I mean, do you think that I am where I should be?
I think you could be further. By a personal opinion, I think you could be further, but that doesn't take away the fact that you're somewhere.
Do you think that I'm not where I should be because of lack of discipline, or because of lack of opportunity, or lack of resources, or because my father was a teacher and my mother unemployed and not speaking good English? What do you think is the reason why?
I think, in my opinion, where you should be is where you're going to get. It's inevitable. You're going to get there. Yes. It's just a matter of time. So the fact that you're not there already means that if it's a difference of 5 or 2 or 3 years, it means that the things that you would have done at 5 out of 5, you did them at maybe 2 out of 5, and that's the reason why it's taking maybe 5 years or 3 extra years to come out for the extra 2.5 that wasn't done. But I don't think all the other reasons matter, because I think it's solely, the individual has a big part to play.
We do.
Yeah.
And maybe now a very personal question.
Yeah.
What is that thing in me that you think is my greatest challenge that should cut it loose right now? If you had the power, you could just slide it off.
Yeah.
So that I can become free and I can fly. What is it?
I think your greatest challenge, in my opinion, I think all the others may seem insignificant, but your greatest challenge to me is something we discussed when we first met. And you told me about it personally, you told me it was a curse. You had too many ideas in your head, and you had too many things going through your head, and to lose the energy to do that. You were cursed with, call it creativity. It is a curse. It's too much to a certain level. And I think if you were like a person like me, I am. So I'm not saying I'm creative, I'm creative also. But at least I can narrow down. I can snuff out the noise maybe. I can put the noise down.
You have the gift of focus.
Just push it. And all the ideas are brilliant, I think that's it.
It's the main challenge of asking questions.
Yes.
To get an answer that is piercing.
Yes.
Somebody, despite that, somebody said something?
Somebody said that it's not what? Constructive criticism? That there's nothing constructive about criticism? It was very interesting.
Interesting.
I mean, that's what I said.
And I think it hurts when you see the truth, but I think on the other side, it's true.
True.
And that's why we fear questions. That's why you must embrace questions. Hey, that's it, man.